Hello, everyone, and welcome to Moonride. This is Dave Johnson, and I'm channeling the man in the moon. I have resisted a lot of politics, but I could not really resist watching the hearings today about the hearing for the January 6th attack. I'm going to take a look at that today. Hmm. Hmm. This image is very interesting, as I'm seeing my usual pyramid, but it's cracking. It's cracked. And part of this is, I think, universe telling me not to watch too much politics today because it will drive me crazy. But it has another meaning. In order to rebuild, something has to be broken. So, for all of us who are facing great distress as we see how the Capitol was attacked, remember this. Sometimes things have to come apart before you build them again. And when we're making our things like our pyramids, when we're building those kinds of things, we're building them. It's active. It's not like you inherited a pyramid, right? It's activating all of us to move forward and to be engaged. Spirit, well, will the minds of conservatives be changed? A little bit, and it won't occur right away. It'll occur over time. So it's again, I get this sort of portion of the pyramid. The top point, very top point, is not, it's maybe just a few Republicans, but the base is like a slice of a pie. But I think this is going to happen over time. We might even think of this as like, the next generation of Republicans will acknowledge this. It can't go away. There's a lot of fake news out there, but once something is 20 years old, it becomes pretty hard to lie about it. You can justify it, but you can't really lie about it. So the truth will be told. Young Republicans will, go to college. They'll be confronted with the truth again and again and again, and they will have to watch these videos, and they will be compelled to change their minds. So this is a long-term benefit. And what will we find out? What will we find out? I really want to know. Are there any powerful people involved in this? Are there people who are in the government who knew what was going to happen? Josh Hawley, he knew. Josh Hawley got a phone call, several phone calls, and they can be traced. And he knows it. He's very nervous. Josh Hawley, this plan for him was explicit. He already knew what position he was going to get in the government if he was able to pull this off. It wasn't a sort of by the, on the fly sort of decision. He talked to Trump, and Trump promised him Secretary of the Interior. He promised him something. And he knew. He knew exactly what they were going to do. What else? It's interesting. People like Liz Cheney, she had an idea of what was going to happen. She was well connected enough that she started to figure it out. She was sort of one of those people that was contacted to say, hey, is this really happening? And, General Miley has already been quoted as saying he knew this was going to happen. Several other people in the government knew this was going to happen, and they planned what to do if there was a coup to stop it. I get that Liz Cheney also knew. She anticipated this, and she was somewhat prepared for it to happen on that day, at least psychologically and personally prepared. She didn't know for sure, she wasn't certain, but she had an idea that this would happen. Is there anybody else of any importance who knew about this? Again, General Miley knew. There were several other people in the government who knew, or they're more hidden people, people we don't know, who we would not recognize. What about anybody in the Senate? I think it's Gomert. Gomert knew. How did he know? Really, literally through the grapevine. I don't think anybody even called him. I think they were even too nervous about that. I think that somebody came and gave him a message face to face, and he is nervous about this. I'm seeing other senators, not Rand Paul, but the other doughy guy from Tennessee, I think it is. He's the guy that always acts polite and interrupts constantly. I don't know his name, I'm afraid. Very doughy, round, face, flabby-looking character. He always pulls the southern. I hate to interrupt you, while he interrupts you constantly. I can't remember his name, but he knew something. And he knew more than something. Somebody gave him a message that this was likely to happen. He had an anticipation that they would that they would murder his colleagues. He brought something to protect himself. This guy actually brought something to identify himself so that they would know, don't kill me, kill the other ones. So he knew in advance, very clearly. It was not a surprise to him at all that happened. Will we get any closure out of this hearing? Yeah. Will really be vindicated. All of us who warned that our nation was under threat will be very much vindicated. We'll see the step by step. And literally, I'm seeing step by step. You know how they say caught red-handed? It's like, bloody footprints leading to the body, and they all match, certain senators' shoes. That's how clear that it is going to become. There are people who are going to pay. There are some people, some Republicans, who are going to pay, who are going to be in very serious trouble. Yeah, very serious trouble. Like maybe they'll get kicked out. They will maybe face prison charges. Some very serious stuff will come out. So yes, we will get a good deal more out of this. A good deal more out of this. It's very important, these hearings. They are the thing that will really push the envelope on what happened on January 6th. Thanks so much for watching.